Village is Ireland's only current affairs magazine. It was founded by editorial doyen Vincent Browne in 2004 when I was an investor, but the title in the end fell into my hands, and in fact I've now been publishing and editing it for 6 or 7 years. It currently comes out monthly, or in fact 10 times a year. We aim above all to be challenging in a world of media homogeneity. Village promotes equality of outcome, sustainability and transparency, and we filter out all other ideologies. We think these views don't get an outing elsewhere. For example, equal distribution of the goods of society, not equal opportunity, which means little. Sustainable development, which means most of our lifestyles are going to be found irresponsible by future generations, and an expectation of the very highest standards of behaviour for those in public life, premised on the idea that corruption and policy torpor are not a historical anachronism, but are in fact very real drivers of society today. We've no time for right-wing views, however dressed up, especially the insidious versions touted over the generations by most notably Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. But in Village, we also think the left in Ireland has been diverted from egalitarianism into populism, preaching against property taxes, for example, against water taxes, and in favour, for example, of subsidies and grants for students, which are regressive. But we also hold the likes of the unions and Sinn Féin to account, for example, in terms of the extent to which they are accountably egalitarian in a modern world. We filter out views incompatible with the imperatives of equality of outcome, sustainability and transparency, except that we allow rebuttals by antagonists, and we encourage rebuttals by antagonists with different perspectives, including, where necessary, right-wing ones. We've given a voice to many commentators who can't get printed elsewhere, we like to think, including, I suppose, most notably worthy NGOs. Unlike a lot of left-wing and environmental publications, we aim to be non-preachy, humorous where possible, and evidence-based, so the editorial style and some of the pictures and twittering can be what some might describe as a little bit smart-arsed. We're politically very correct. We're not allowed objectified images, that's to say images of attractive women or men on the cover or indeed elsewhere, unless strictly in the interests of science. We don't always get it right. We're ambitious for it though, and we'll be focusing on making people more aware of what we're doing to increase our impact. We take a modern, clear and progressive stance, and that's important in these unpredictable and volatile times. And we could do with your support.